Hello, welcome back to an actual blind reaction. I didn't spoil myself this time by seeing a Twitter text or whatever. Through the secret art of unfocusing my eyes, I was able to open the link and not see anything. Bro, IS has got to get better at not spoiling stuff in thumbnails and text and such. But anyways, I digress. Let's see what we are dealing with, shall we? Young and ambitious. Okay, so it is Elibe. Okay, everyone was right. Okay. Special heroes. To battle! Young Hector! Yo, that's actually kind of cool.
Elliewood's a close friend. He's also my rival. I like that he doesn't hold back.
Yo, a kid armor unit that's gonna be like a hyper tank is gonna be hilarious as hell. Alright, let's see what he's got. Ostia's heart. I'm kind of... Armored beacon! Hold on! Boost special damage by 40% of unit's defense if foe's range is equal to 2, or unit or foe's special is ready, or triggered, oh my god. Triggered before or during this combat. Reduce damage from foe's next attack by 40% once per combat, excluding area of effect specials. I see. I don't know if that's going to be inheritable or not, but if it is, I guess it's a way to do damage on top of reducing damage. It's cute. I don't know if it's better than running Aegis or Pavis or such as that, right? Because look, your tank's job is to not die, right? So doing damage doesn't matter if you're dead. So it is not that bad though. If this is inheritable, you want to put this on anybody who has a PRF weapon that or just a PRF skill that reduces foe's first attack by a lot, and then this can activate and reduce the second to hit by enough to make sure you don't die. Like Gustav, for example, right? Let's take Valentine's Gustavo Fring, for example. If his opponent can double, the first attack is reduced by 75%. That's so much. Then Armored Beacon can activate and reduce the second hit by another 40%, which is not pierceable by Deadeye and Spiral 4 and such as that, right? So Armored Beacon is going to be incredibly good, assuming it's inheritable, on tanks that have PRF skills that allow them to reduce first hit damage. And then, because the current meta in IS, clearly IS knows what's up, right? Because the current meta is to not have your defensive special pre-charged. You soak the first hit, and then your special will activate when your enemy's special activates. It's kind of like a mind game you have to play with your opponent, because some people don't do that. Some people will have their specials pre-charged now, thinking that you're not going to have your defensive special pre-charged. It's kind of annoying. It's just a guessing game at this point because the meta is going back and forth in that regard. But Armored Beacon is cool. I'm trying to think if I have let's say for example if you have a save tank Fallen Edelgard, for example, Fallen Edelgard has reduced first attack by 40%. Now that's bad because it's not every round of combat like every other newer character, but she's the first character that came to mind just because everyone seems to still have a hard on for Fallen Edelgard for whatever reason. Who else is there? I think there's Halloween. Myrrh has her Refine has the same thing as Gustav, where the first hit is reduced by 75%, which is a lot. I believe Idun's Refine does something very similar. Summer Edelgard, actually, she also reduces first hit by 40%, and then Armored Beacon can activate and reduce the second hit by another 40%. That's kind of what's up. Damn, dude. I might actually summon a Hector just to have Armored Beacon to put on my Summer Edelgard now that I think about that. That's actually cool. Now, without even looking at Valiant War Axe, I guarantee this has reduced first hit by some odd percent because Armored Beacon reduces second hit. Valiant War Axe, special cooldown trigger. You're not a new character if you don't have slaying in your PRF. At start of combat, if unit's HP is above a quarter, you get -6 attack dev on the foe during combat. Inflict special cooldown charge -1 on foe per attack. And reduces damage from attacks during combat by 30. Oh, he just straight up gets 30% DR on all hits? Damn, that's fucking good. And also, if unit is within 3 spaces of an ally, inflicts penalty on foe's attack during combat equal to 12, minus foe's max special cooldown count value times 2 for a minimum of 4. Alright. Okay, so this has got stuff that tanks just want to have, right? Well, first of all, let's read Ostia's Heart. Unit can counterattack regardless of foe's range. Okay. If foe initiates combat or foe's HP is above 75% at the start of combat, inflicts -8 attack defense on foe during combat, and also when unit deals damage to foe during combat, restores 7 HP. Okay. Young Hector is funny. As a literal child wearing no armor, he has absolutely everything and more that a tank wants these days. He's got healing per hit. He's got DR on all hits. That's actually, I can't think of anyone who actually does that. So he just has free and clear DR on all hits. He takes, he lowers your attack by a lot. He has like the good version of lowering your attack by like a flat 12, and then the only way that is reduced by a significant margin if you just straight up don't have a special on your unit, which is never going to be the case. Like, at minimum, this is going to be, let's say you have 1 cooldown special, count value times 2. At minimum, this will be 10. Oh, I misread that. Okay, so if you have no special, you get the -12. If you have 1, it's -10. At 2, it'll be -8, so on and so forth. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's still good. Flat reduction on attack is really good. He doesn't have, to be fair, he doesn't have like the best version of that, which is like like say for example, it would be like reduces foe's attack by % of like a stat that you have, like say defense for example. But this is still quite good. Damn, and he has, it's like, yeah, he takes attack away from you. He has healing on hit. He has DR on hit. He has DR on follow-up in the form of a special which can't be pierced. He has DC. Like, this actual child in no armor is going to be a very strong tank. That's fucking crazy. Okay, and he has far save, which he probably will be a very, well, see, the thing is, Veronica will still destroy this. Probably. It depends on how much Armored Beacon can reduce enclosure by. But if you pre-charge enclosure, she'll probably just kill him, like, on the first hit. But I'm assuming he's going to have, like, low-ish defense. And when I say low, like, low defense on a tank is, like, mid to high 30s. It's crazy. Like, stat inflation is getting wild. And then he has Vengeful Fighter 4, which is quite good. It's basically a breath effect now with -4. Even more attack off of the foe. Like, man. So let's count here. Let's be generous and say that your foe has, like, 2 cooldown. So he'll have -8 attack on the axe. Another -8 in Ostia's Heart. So that's -16. That's -20 attack, including Vengeful Fighter. Never mind, -26 attack, because I didn't account for the initial -6. Dude, that's so nuts. This is, I mean, just the fact that he takes away that much attack makes him a good tank. Wow. Yeah, if I didn't go as ham as I did on the Legendary Yuri banner, I might actually try to get merges. I might even just, like, get a copy of him to fodder and then just get, like, a +1 to have, because this is, damn, this is going to be good. The only thing he doesn't have is the, like, Valentine Lucina thing where he ignores buffs and stuff. Damn, he's going to be good. I think he's going to be really good. But, like, this is the thing that IS is doing, right? That they're just releasing stronger and stronger and stronger units because the meta for Summoner Duels is just constantly changing. So they have to keep up on releasing stronger and stronger units. Alright, so here's Elwood. Infantry sword? Or is he going to be on a little pony?
To follow in my father's footsteps.
Oh, they put him on a pony! That's fucking... Oh, it's so dumb. Oh, never mind. It's an actual horse. Oh, I was hoping it'd be like a mini horse. That sucks. Whoa! Hold on. I saw something new. Well, we're gonna get to see the stats anyway, or the skills anyway. But his stats, though. Okay, new clash, speed defense clash. Yo, they always make Eliwood like speed defense heavy, huh? Looks like he has a PRFC. Oh no. Fiery Wars. Oh my god, wait. Oh my god, you guys. Do you see what I see? Without even looking at Eliwood, I can tell. They made him a version of his legendary ult. Look, Hector and Eliwood himself has null panic. That means, at the very least, if he's not also double buffing, he's giving out null panic just like legendary Eliwood does. Oh my god, if this Eliwood gives out double buff, that's a must summon. Because then you can have legendary Eliwood and young Eliwood on 2 teams in SDS, and it's like, dude, why is this child banner nuts just on the second character? Just on the first character, honestly. Alright, let's take a look. It's looking like he's double buffing. That was a lot of stats. He must be double buffing. Yeah, hold on. Inborn Idealism. At start of turn, if a dragon or beast ally is deployed, grants 6 attack speed dev, bonus doubler, and null panic to unit and ally with the highest attack. Oh my god, you can have 2 legendary Eliwoods on your team, man. Okay. Eliwood is a must pull. Never mind Hector. If you don't have legendary Eliwood, then like young Eliwood is like pull him, get him, get him. Even if you have legendary Eliwood, get young Eliwood, because having someone that can just double buff your whole squad on 2 teams, that's like forcing your opponent to look at 2 teams that are like an auto like ban, but then like they're forcing themselves to deal with the other 2 teams, which you could also make really toxic. Okay, here's what I'm thinking about, right? You can have legendary Eliwood on 1 team with an Omni tank. You can have this new young Eliwood on a 2nd team with an Omni tank. Then you can have legendary Robin as a Unity Beacon on a 3rd team with another Omni tank. So like, if you have all 3 of those characters, you're guaranteeing yourself to being able to play with an Omni tank if that is your preferred playstyle. Just throwing that out there for you. Oh god, that's nuts. I can't believe they just printed legendary Eliwood's remix onto a new C skill for this. Oh my, this is so dumb. Honestly, it's so dumb, but it's also so good. Okay, Fiery War Sword. Again, Special Excel. If unit initiates combat within 2 spaces of an ally, grants stats to unit during combat equal to number of bonus effects active on unit, excluding stat bonuses, times 3 plus 5 for a max of 17. Oh my god. Neutralizes effects to guarantee foes follow-up attacks and effects that prevents units follow-up attacks. Okay, he's literally a red Brave Crom. This is like if Brave Crom and Legendary Eliwood fused together and they turned into a child. And this is that. The only caveat is that he has a cap on his bonuses, unlike Brave Crom, where Brave Crom could like theoretically just get infinite stats. But for a max of 17, that's still so much stats. Plus he can double buff himself. What the hell? He's Legendary Eliwood except he can fight. Oh my god. Dude, this is crazy. This is crazy, dude. Bro. I just went ham. I can't go ham again. Alright, so far, like, I need to get at least one young Eliwood, and I recommend that everybody tries to get at least a young Eliwood, if nothing else. Hector, like, there's a lot of tanks in the game. As good as Hector looks, you don't need Hector, right? Oh my god, dude. Okay, here's Rebecca, so she's the demote. Yo, dude, the Twitter artists are wild. They had a very accurate drawing of Rebecca and Eliwood, like, 8 hours after the reveal. It was nuts. Oh my god, she also has a, well, it follows suit, right? Like, all the 4-star demotes on the kids banner have had PRF weapons, so I guess it makes sense. There's attack speed finish 3. Shit, if nothing else, it'd be good to have a couple copies of her just to have that piggyback fodder, right? Okay, so also I wasn't paying attention. I assume she's a colorless bow. It doesn't matter. Gusty Warbow, effective versus beast. Good. Accelerate, okay, yeah, again, you're not new if you don't have slaying. Effective against beast and flying foes at start of turn. If a unit is within 3 spaces of an ally and unit special cooldown count is at its maximum value, grant special cooldown count -1 to unit. Well, she has times pulse. In her weapon, if unit is within 3 spaces of an ally, grants 5 all stats to unit during unit and reduces damage from foe's first attack by X% during combat. If in combat against a beast foe or cavalry or flying foe with range equal to 2, X is equal to 60, otherwise it's equal to 30. Alright. And also, if a unit special is ready, or unit special triggered before or during the combat, deals +7 damage during combat. Whew, that's a lot. Okay, so, I mean, I don't know who's a fan of Rebecca. She's kind of like a nothing character in my opinion, but I'm sure fans exist. And if you are a fan of Rebecca, I mean, here you go. She's finally good. She's got a good PRF weapon. But, like, the fact that she has effective versus beast is interesting, because they're kind of making they're trying to, like, sell Dolphins a like, anti-meta unit just to do with, like, Asker's, I assume. But, like, even with effective damage, Asker's DR kind of goes a little ham. But, like, it also looks like she's going to be a good damage dealer. She'll have a Moonbow ready right off the bat, too. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I think that if you have, like, if you already invested in, like, a young Inez, he's kind of, I mean, she's new, so she has, like, more stats and stuff. Like, she has more going for her, so she's probably going to be a little bit better. But I think young Inez, like, still holds up to this day just because he has, like, a Deadeye effect in his PRF weapon. So he still has that going for him, but, like, yeah, I don't know. Rebecca's got a lot of survivability with that DR. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I wouldn't mind having some of her just for the finish 3 fodder, just because I want a lot of attack speed finish 4 on my units, but yeah, I don't know about this. It's not bad. It's definitely good. I don't think, like I say, like, if you already have, like, an invested Inez or something like that, or, like, something comparable, like, she's whatever. She's a 4-star D mode. She's something you can easily merge up if that's what you're looking for, right? Just to be clear, though, she is good. And then, oh look, another Lynn. Is that Mark? Yo, it's Lynn and Mark. What the fuck?
Let's hold hands.
Oh, it's just Mark. That's hilarious. Wait, this doesn't make sense. Lynn didn't even meet Mark until she was, like, I don't know, 17, 18 years old? What the hell? A blue mage? Ooh, cool, he has a little fireball on his finger.
I've got your back.
Oh, I am so sorry. I just realized we probably saw their stats.
Swift as the
Ah, damn it, what am I doing? Hello? Damn it! Sorry.
swift as the
I'm bad at this game. Or Twitter. Okay, so stats. Honestly, pretty tame. Pretty tame stats. Yo, tier 4 sabotage incoming by the looks of it. Total war tome, I guess. Taking Ileana's tome and just adding to it, maybe. Mark, that is interesting. So 58 attack, 46 res. Okay, gonna be a res tank like Ileana. Oh, well, I'm gonna want to see what their duo skill does though.
I've got your back.
Why does young Lynn's sprite just look like normal Lynn? Okay, I'm interested in this sabotage. This tier 4 sabotage. Sabotage attack res 3. At start of turn, if any foe's res is less than unit's res, and that foe is adjacent to another foe, inflicts attack res -6 on that foe through its next action. At start of combat, if unit's res is greater than foe's res, inflicts attack res -X on foe during combat. X is equal to 3 plus the highest penalty on each stat between target and foes within 2 spaces of target. Calculates each stat independently. That's kind of... You know when they introduced sabotages and they were kind of like just a side grade to chills? This just might be... well, it's still kind of a side grade because the tier 4 chills, like, have like a spread effect on the debuffs. But for a combat unit... Okay, so like I think the tier 4 chill is just better for a straight up support unit. But if you have like a unit that can that's trying to support but like can also do combat, like take Duo Thor for example. This would be incredible on Duo Thor because she supports, but she also is good like at killing things. And this looks like it reduces res. Not only res, like I was gonna say, I have Seal Res 4 on my Duo Thor right now. But this looks like it reduces even more res than that. If not more, at least comparable. But it also reduces attack on top of res. I think if nothing else, Sabotage, the new line of Sabotage skills are just going to directly cower creep the new line of Seal skills. Wow. Okay, interesting. Canto Control and Remote Mirror, we know what those do. Let's take a look at Total War Tome. Special Excel, start a turn, inflicts -5 stats. Sabotage is just like a debuff now? At start of turn, inflicts -5 stats, Sabotage, and Stall on closest foes within 5 spaces of unit, and foes within 2 spaces of those foes through their next actions. Huh, okay. So, let's take this in Summoner Duels, for example. It's not going to matter turn 1 because you're further away from each other starting turn 1. But then turn 2, where most plays are like implemented, that's when it'll come into effect. And like that doesn't matter because most things don't really start until like turn 2 anyways. Damn, bro. Okay. At start of combat, if unit's HP is above a quarter, inflicts -5 stats on foe during combat, and unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack. And also, if a stat penalty is active on any foe within 2 spaces of target, neutralizes effects that inflict special cooldown charge -X on unit during combat. Okay, so if he's fighting someone with a penalty, he gets tempo for himself. That's kind of cute. Here's the thing, though. The reason why I'm not like freaking out over like this Total War Tome as I did with like Elibe is because if you got a legendary male Robin on your team, you kind of just don't care about this. You want him to debuff you. You just take that, and then Robin just transforms into a Unity Beacon cell phone tower, and he's like, "Go get him," and you're like, "I bet." So that's why I don't see. Yeah, this is kind of just increasing Robin's stocks. I mean, if you don't have a legendary Robin, then this unit might be a problem for you. But yeah. Huh. Although, that aside, this unit as a combat unit / support unit. I would kind of compare this to like Young Ike, right? Because Young Ike has a lot of supportive skills in his duo button, but he's obviously a combat unit. We didn't even get to this character's duo button yet, and he's got just as much support in his like PRF weapon as Duo Ike did in his duo button. Which is kind of stupid, but, you know, it is what it is. Oh, Sabotage. Inflicts penalty on unit stats during combat equal to highest penalty on each stat between unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit through their next actions. Okay, so Sabotage is just a new affliction then. Is this like a penalty doubler kind of thing? Equal to highest penalty on each stat. So if you have -6 to a stat, this will just inflict another -6 in combat, I guess. Yeah, so it's like a penalty doubler, but they called it Sabotage instead of penalty doubler. Interesting. Or I guess penalty doubler is like a bonus. It's considered a bonus for yourself. So I guess think of Sabotage as like the inverse of penalty doubler, where it's like if you're fighting him and you're afflicted with Sabotage and you have a minus stat, it'll just double that for in combat. Like bonus doubler doubles your bonuses in combat. It's the same thing. It's just called Sabotage. Makes sense, I guess. So I guess that would kind of even things out versus grand strategy shenanigans, but like it's like the point is to make a stat swing, and if you have Robin, you're kind of negating the stat swing a little bit. This kind of just evens things out, honestly. But it's only for Mark himself. Like the reason why Robin and Elwood are so good is because they share their status effects. Like they share what's good about themselves with their allies, whereas Mark is only doing it for himself. Well, I guess that's not true because sabotage is like a status affliction. So I guess okay, never mind. But I guess I'm contradicting myself here. No, never mind. You know what? On second thought, this isn't a bad support unit. Because, like, if he inflicts -5 all stats on an enemy, and then also that enemy has sabotage, well, if you enter combat with that enemy, unless their penalties are neutralized before the combat, they have -5 on their stats, well, then you're going to see another -5 in combat on top of that, so you're actually making a -10 through sabotage. So I guess that's good, because your allies can take advantage of that. Okay. You know what? This just might be a counterplay to Legendary Elowood in, like, Omni-Tank strats. Because, like, you're not neutralizing their buffs, but you're basically zeroing them out. More or less. So, like, let me just explain myself a little bit. So, like, for example, let's say Elowood gives you the +6 attack, speed, and defense, right? And then you get bonus double on top of that. So you get another +6 attack, speed, and defense in combat. Now, Mark, if he inflicts you with the -5 all stats, as well as sabotage, then when the two meet in combat, it doesn't even have to be Mark, you just have to be afflicted with his debuffs, then your character that got double buffed by Eliwood now only has +2 stats instead of the +12, because 10 of those stats are being minused through Mark's abilities. Does that make sense? So this is kind of a counterplay to Omni-Tanks, in a sense. So, in a way, if you're fighting someone who has Mark on the team, the only way to, like, counter that and ensure you still have a stat swing is to have both Eliwood and Robin on the team, if I'm looking at this right, kind of thing. I'm not sure, but I might be wrong. I might be underestimating Mark. I think he's decent. He might be way better as support than I'm thinking of him, like, right now. But, like, currently, I'm much more interested in getting a copy of Young Eliwood. Like, yeah. Anyways, let's see what his duo button does. Wow, I've been talking about this a lot. What the fuck? This is almost 30 minutes. Decent animation. Okay. Thankfully, it's not a lot of text, but inflicts isolation, guard, and special cooldown count +2 on foes within 3 rows, 3 columns, sit on. Oh my god, he has a better duo Ike skill. Why, dude? Bro, why? He just has a better duo Ike button. What the hell? It's literally the same as Young Ike's duo button, but it adds isolation. That's so dumb. Yeah. It's the same range as Ike's button, too. Or actually, Ike's range might be bigger, but the range is still, like, good. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Stay strong. The feeling of the wind.
Huh. Interesting. I don't know about this. And then, who else is here? Oh, Lucius? That's an odd choice, but okay. Okay, here's my problem. Above all else, I want at least one copy of Eliwood. But I think I might be foolish if I don't get one copy of Mark just to have in case. Because I don't know how good that's going to be. On paper, I feel like it's only okay, but I mean, everybody thought that about Legend Robin too, and look what happened there. So, yeah, I don't know. All right. Damn, dude. So, worst case scenario, I think I'm just gonna spark an Elwood because I know young Elwood's gonna be useful, and just kind of hope I get a mark along the way, maybe. Yeah. What about Hector? I mean, honestly, at this point, looking at Mark and Elwood side by side, I'm willing to just skip Hector and not worry about Hector at all. But like, yeah. Anyways, I mean, regardless, there's gonna be a summon session for this. Like, yeah, definitely. But that will come later. So, anyways, this was a very long discussion. Wow, this is the longest I've made, I think. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Consider liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. Let me know what you think. And we will see you for whatever I do next. Peace out.
We gotta let it get back, raise it with your best, so you know you had to kill her, one more time.